What's going on, people? Welcome back to another video. Today, we lost the Super Cup final. We lost it 3-2 to Barcelona in the final. The performance wasn't really good. The first half especially. The first half was shocking. The setup that Xabi Alonso did the first half was absolutely shocking. Going into the game very defensive, which is not like us, like Madrid, to go to a final and be defensive, not trying to attack. We saw 5 at the back already, bro. Like, we were Getafe, and we're not Getafe. We're not Alaves. We're not Leganés, bro. So why was I seeing three center backs, overall 5 defenders on the pitch? Next thing, speaking about 5 defenders, we saw Tchouaméni at center back, and you're supposed, in my opinion, he should have been in the midfield, because when Tchouaméni was at center back in the first half especially, we were getting cooked. The midfield, Barcelona's midfielders had so much space to cook us, to have freedom in the pitch, and it was really poor poor setup from Xabi Alonso. And the next thing, relatively a lot of players today didn't have good performances. Fede wasn't at his best. Asensio wasn't great. Hoyson wasn't great. Carreras, he was all right. The midfielders, shocking performance from debatably all of them. Bellingham, he wasn't great. Not a good performance from him. Probably, people were saying this is his worst classical performance, which I'm trying to think of all his classicals, and I think this one it was the worst. One of them, for sure. I'm thinking about that 4-0 to Bernabeu last season, but I think it's either that one or maybe the 5-2 or today's. One of these 3. One of them, or this performance is part of one of the 3 his worst performances. Camavinga, he wasn't, I would say, he had a few good tackles here and there as usual, but, I wouldn't say it was his best game. But we were set up to fail. Bro. The moment I saw the way we set up the first minute, we were cooked in the first half. And the possession, oh my days. The possession, 25% possession. That feels criminal. Criminal to watch. 25%. Shocking. But there is one player. I did say in my preview, you must deliver this game. And he did listen to me. Vinicius Jr. What a performance from this guy. What a performance from Vinicius Jr. This was the best performance from Vinicius this season, in my opinion, by far. This is the Vini that we all know. This is the Vini that, we get excited to watch every game for. This was 2024 Vini, 2022 Vini. This is what I looked at when I saw this Vini, this game. Brilliant performance. He actually showed up this game. He was the only player, the only attacker that was danger for Barcelona this game. Maybe Mbappe as well when he came on, but Vini was causing danger. And you know what happened later on in the game? Xabi Alonso subbed him off. He subbed him off. Unless he's injured, which can happen. Unless he has cramps, injury, he should not be off that pitch, bro. Everything we're doing in attack this game was due to Vini. Because of Vini, we got back in the game. Because of Vini, our attack looked dangerous. Barcelona defense were getting cooked by Vini alone. Garcia didn't have a good game either. Even though he got that goal from the corner, he wasn't great. He was not good today. Simple as that. Rodrigo, I wouldn't say, wasn't his best game today. And Courtois doing Courtois things. Saving shots. The goals he went in. The Rafinha goal. What can you do about that? Deflection. Bit of luck from him. From Rafinha. The second goal, good finish from Lewandowski. And the first goal. Well, the first goal. Good finish from Rafinha. Yeah. Rafinha had a good performance this game. He terrorized us. Another game, another masterclass from Rafinha. And where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? The performance was shocking. The performance overall was shocking. And based off the game, based off the way we played, I can't lie, we don't deserve to win the game. We don't deserve to win the game. The fact that, it was close, even scoreline-wise, is a miracle. We had chances at the end of the game, 2 chances, which I'm thinking, how do we not score? The Carreras chance and the Asensio chances, end the game, to level it, to at least go to penalties, at least make it go to penalties. We couldn't do that, and those were clear chances, bro. And the substitutions, the players I was seeing even on the pitch, I'm thinking, what is he doing? What is this Xabi Alonso guy doing, bro? We saw Alaba in big 2026 going on the pitch. What is Alaba doing on the pitch, bro? What is Alaba doing on the pitch? Why is he on the pitch? Why? Why was he getting subbed on, bro? I don't care who gets on the pitch, bro, but the moment we saw Alaba on the pitch, the moment we saw the substitutes overall, I knew this game was not going in our favor. And the fact that the moment Vini came off the pitch, surprise, surprise, we don't create any chances until the last 2 minutes. But before those 2 minutes, we didn't create anything. We couldn't danger Barcelona, bro. Barcelona were comfortable, had possession, enjoy their day. And now, they're champions, they got the win, deservedly so. And we have to move on. We have, I think, Levante next. I don't know if it's home or away, but we play Levante next La Liga. So that's 1 trophy down. We're not winning the Super Cup. Now we have what? The Copa del Rey and the league. I'm not going to dare to say the Champions League, bro. Don't even dare say it, bro. We're not winning that trophy, bro. We're not touching that trophy. So don't even think about saying the Champions League. So the league and the Copa del Rey. These two, even though it looks peak right now, the way we're playing is not too great. It's mathematically, it's still not over. Only 4 points behind in the league. And Copa del Rey, even though our last game, it looked horrible in the Copa del Rey, I expect us, or we should be going to the final. And we're probably going to play Barcelona again. Probably even lose that game as well again, like last season. But what we're seeing from that right now is depressing for Madrid fans, because we have to see terrible football, the midfield issue, the attack issue, we had that as well. Injury-prone players still being in the club. And yeah, there's a lot of things that need fixed for this club in order to see success again. I can't lie. But yeah, so it's a terrible day to be a Madrid fan. Terrible, especially when you lose to them. It's always going to be terrible to lose to them. But anyways, that's it. We move See you next time.